This is a BNB Binance price prediction and BNB technical analysis. 1. Binance coin price prediction, the future of Tamadoge, a money doubling meme coin. 2. Binance coin price prediction 2025 to 2030, why $3K may or may not be on the cards. 3. Binance coin and Tron to surge 10% this week, reasons. Binance coin price prediction, the future of Tamadoge, a money doubling meme coin. People are frightened to trade since most cryptocurrencies are considered to be unstable. However, the Bitcoin market has long attracted traders, merchants, and institutional investors, particularly during the epidemic. We must acknowledge the lofty expectations for fiat currencies that have failed to stand the test of time. You may put your money into new deflationary meme currencies like as Tamadoge and Imp.io. Both have done well in the cryptocurrency market during the last week. This article will cover the most significant aspects of the BNB currency, but we will also look at Tamadoge and IMPT, two outstanding new currencies that are creating waves in the crypto industry. Let's go further into the ocean of information that may assist you in deciding where to go. According to our long-term Binance coin price projection, the price of Binance coin will reach $340.27 by the end of 2022, $907.39 by the end of 2023, and $1,190.95 by the end of 2025, representing a significant rise over the current market cap of $283.61. Is it, however, worthwhile to wait 3 years for the investment to pay off? It has been shown that if you are one of the first to join a new currency, your upside potential might be 10x or more. This seems to be the case with Tamadoge and Imp.io. Since last year, the meme currency has steadily led the market, particularly after early investors in Dogecoin and Shiba Inu earned enormous gains on both sites. The main disadvantage of the meme currency market is that most initiatives lack usefulness. Tamadoge's avant-garde meme coin expands on the meme coin idea by including NFT, metaverse, and play-to-earn features. Tamadoge, interestingly, is most renowned for its long-term growth plan. Tamadoge staged a $19 million coin pre-sale in less than 60 days, and despite the drop in cryptocurrency prices, it drew a lot of interest from investors. Tamadoge, according to cryptocurrency experts, combines Dogecoin brand recognition with 100x upside potential. Considering the number of new initiatives, Tamadoge CoinSnipper has been KYC tested. Thus, investing in it is safe and secure. Solid Proof verifies smart contracts, providing an extra assurance for all investors who are unsure whether to participate and take advantage of this opportunity. Furthermore, Tama has been listed on significant exchanges including as OKX, LBank, MEXC, and CoinSpot, where you can easily purchase this coin. The IMPT token is now undergoing its largest pre-sale. Currently, the IMPT token pre-sale has raised over $1 million in the 72 hours it has been offered to investors. The blockchain-based carbon credit platform is preparing to commence sales during a challenging moment for the larger crypto industry, but market volatility does not seem to be dampening investor appetite for native tokens. The IMPT pre-sale, which started on Monday, October 3rd, hit multiple milestones, with the price climbing from $250,000 in 24 hours to $500,000 in 48 hours. Within the last few hours, it has raised more than $1.5 million. Because each token is worth 1 cent, about 55 million IMPTs have been sold, with a total ceiling of 600 million. It may be sold out in 20 days with the same proportion of sales left. The IMPT white paper describes various concerns presently impacting the carbon credit market, including double-selling credits, over-calculating credits, and failing to conduct required retirement processes. Which is a better option, BNB or Tama? People who invested in 2017 when the BNB currency was released may claim a profit, but the present investment position is highly ambiguous. Whether you don't want to spend your money and wait a few years to see if it works, as previously indicated, moving to other promising currencies may be the solution. These days, Tama and IMPT are highly popular. It is usually a good idea to start investing in coins from scratch since you may purchase them at the lowest possible price and watch them increase in the market. Tamadoge is a P2E cryptocurrency that not only enables users to incorporate NFTs into real-world use cases and ecosystems, but also has the whole P2E idea, which stands for play to earn. Users may be rewarded for engaging with NFT doges as a result of this. There is no such thing as a minimum or maximum investment amount. The suggested quantity, however, is $150 USDT. This is an indication of deflation, therefore the price will climb over time when part of the fuel runs out. It is also worth noting that there is no transaction tax in Tama, which allows you to invest more. So, in general, we have decided in favor of Tamadoge. Because of its optimistic price forecast for the future, the BNB coin is unquestionably a fantastic investment prospect. However, you may have to wait years before you see a meaningful return on your investment, and you may become bored of the nonsense of BNB. When a consequence, even a $150 investment in Tamadoge has the potential to rise in the near term or as global macroeconomic circumstances deteriorate. We think Tamadoge and IMPT should be the next stage in your cryptocurrency adventure, whether you are a newbie or an experienced investor. Purchasing Tamadoge is simple and takes just a few minutes. Binance Coin Price Prediction 2025 to 2030. Why $3K may or may not be on the cards. Why do people save trade tokens? Exchange tokens aren't always recognized for their ROIs, earnings, or anything else. As a result, the query, why? Most people wouldn't even know what to say. Is this to say that BNB isn't worth considering? That may need to be reconsidered, especially considering what happened in 2021. Binance, one of the world's largest cryptocurrency exchanges, launched the Binance Coin Utility Token in 2017. This launch is part of Changpeng Zhao's agenda, who launched both Binance Coin and the exchange itself. His goal is to grow the Binance ecosystem, which includes the introduction of a wallet, the construction of certain open educational materials, and so on. Binance Coin entered the cryptocurrency market late in January 2021, increasing from $40 to $330 in a single month. BNB's price fell in March, trading for a while in the $250 to $300 range, but it immediately recovered in April, hitting an all-time high of $690.93 on May 10th. Consider this, the price of Binance Coin in January 2021 was $40. However, BNB's price increased significantly in 2021, allowing it to reach $690 on the price charts. This was, in reality, its highest price level in 2021. It is worth mentioning, however, that the larger market soon fell across the board in the later months of 2021. Needless to say, this had a knock-on impact on BNB's price charts, with the exchange token reaching new lows. Binance Coin had previously risen quietly and silently to rank among the most valuable cryptocurrencies by market cap. Above all, the advent of Binance, the largest cryptocurrency trading platform, has led the BNB's value to skyrocket in recent years. Binance Coin has suffered increasingly severe losses in recent months as a result of the bear market. During the May 2021 bull market, BNB achieved its all-time high of $690. However, the bear market quickly started in November and the price fell precipitously. Binance reimburses users for a considerable percentage of transaction charges when they utilize the BNB on the platform. Over the last several years, BNB has increased in importance as a platform component. Binance Coin's demand grows as the platform develops and acquires more users, raising the coin's price and projection. Binance ensures that BNB supply is frequently reduced as demand grows. Every 3 months, a set part of BNB is destroyed, making Binance Coin deflationary and enhancing BNB's future prospects. BNB also serves as a payment mechanism and unlocks new options on the Binance platform, such as savings, DeFi staking, and liquidity mining via the BNB Vault. It began as an ERC20 token on the Ethereum network before being migrated to the Binance network and renamed BEP20. Binance has been able to handle the transition for its customers in an effective way as the Ethereum merge has occurred. Binance Coin was launched in 2017 as a utility token for reduced trading costs. However, its applications have expanded on multiple Bitcoin exchanges. In addition to Crypto.com and HTC, BNB can be used to pay transaction fees on numerous Binance platforms, including Binance.com, Binance Dex, and Binance Chain. Hotel booking services, SaaS platforms, DeFi applications, and a plethora of other platforms support BNB as a means of payment. The price of BNB has dropped due to the cryptocurrency market's sudden negative change. One might also claim that the SEC's difficulties with Binance had a significant impact on the altcoin's price. Nonetheless, expectations remain high. Finder.com recently polled 54 individuals, and the panel concluded that the currency had great long-term prospects. The cryptocurrency's price is anticipated to reach $781 in 2023. And, although BNB isn't getting much attention right now, it consistently ranks among the best performing currencies in terms of ROI. It is also the world's 5th largest cryptocurrency. Binance Coin entered the cryptocurrency market late in January 2021, increasing from $40 to $330 in a single month. BNB's price fell in March, trading for a while in the $250 to $300 range, but it immediately recovered in April, hitting an all-time high of $690.93 on May 10th. The price of Binance Coin dropped when the whole cryptocurrency market crashed in late May 2021. It rebounded at about $200 and soared to around $430, but this upturn was brief. BNB dropped to about $250 in late June, then again in the middle of July. Later that month, however, the market started to show signs of recovery, and Binance Coin was no exception. The price of BNB has risen considerably again, topping $350 in the first half of August. However, like with other cryptos, 2022 was a bad year for the exchange token, with BNB plummeting on the charts. Given everything, purchasing BNB must be a sensible long-term investment, right? The majority of experts expect BNB will do well. Furthermore, the majority of long-term BNB price estimates are optimistic. Why are these predictions important? BNB is the native coin of the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange. It's also important for the Binance Smart Chain ecosystem. In reality, the latter is one of Ethereum's rivals, with far superior scalability and cheaper transaction costs. The continual growth in the number of traders on Binance is also beneficial to the price of BNB. This altcoin's price has risen from $526.94 in October 2021 to $555.34 at the start of January 2022. It is expected to grow further as the exchange's transaction volume increases and Binance establishes itself as a market leader in the cryptocurrency trading business. Its value rose significantly with the debut of Binance Smart Chain, thanks in part to the amount of BNB utilized for decentralized apps, DeFi, and smart contracts. BSC is now the second largest DeFi platform, with 44 fascinating projects. Between its launch in 2017 and its peak in 2021, the value of Binance Coin has increased by about 620,000%. Another reason to trust BNB is that the exchange has maintained a burning program since the coin's launch. Binance burnt over 1,099,888 BNB, or $595,314,380 in tokens, on April 15, 2021. This is Binance's 15th quarterly BNB burn, and it was the largest in terms of cash. In this post, we'll take a short look at the cryptocurrency's current activities, with an emphasis on market size and volume. Finally, forecasts from the most well-known experts and platforms will be summarized, along with an examination of the Fear and Greed Index to evaluate market sentiment, price, volume, and everything in between for BNB. BNB was selling at about $276 at the time of writing. The cryptocurrency's price was around -49% lower than it was in January 2022. In fact, it has dropped by about 3.6% in the last week. Over the same time period, BNB's trade volume climbed by double digits. The entire circulating supply is now 163.28 million coins, or around 98.89% of the total quantity of 165.12 million coins. BNB's total market value was $42.4 billion on the daily chart. As the token's value gradually rises, investors and experts have become positive on it. Ben Ritchie, Managing Director of Digital Capital Management, is bullish on BNB and believes it will be worth $300 by the end of the year. Ritchie also said that the sustainability of Binance's exchange will decide BNB's fate. He went on to remark that the asset has the potential to be deflationary, adding, "The price of BNB is also affected by supply and demand." BNB included a burn mechanism in every transaction charge and performed quarterly burns, transforming it into a deflationary asset. Because the BNB chain ecosystem is expanding, the price might reach $3,000 by 2030. Binance Coin's price was below the 200-day simple moving average at the time of publication. For the preceding 212 days, the 200-day SMA has indicated sell since January 20, 2022. This indicator has been displaying a sell signal for the past 35 days, since the 16th of July 2022, when Binance Coin's price went below the 50-day SMA. The Bitcoin market saw its most recent death cross on the 3rd of February 2022, 197 days ago. A golden cross has not occurred in 353 days since August 31, 2021. Binance Coin's 200-day SMA is expected to fall during the next month, reaching $327.19 on September 19, 2022, according to technical indicators. Binance Coin's 50-day SMA is expected to hit $327.18 by September 19, 2022. TradingView had the opposite opinion at the time this article was published, with the platform flashing a buy signal for BNB. Binance Coin and Tron to surge 10% this week. Reasons: the cryptocurrency market was steady throughout the weekend, and it is still stable this morning. However, most crypto markets have maintained a positive outlook, with Binance Coin and Tron looking particularly promising. Binance Coin and Tron price performance is likely to rise in the next days. A variety of factors are leading crypto specialists to think that these currencies have the potential to rise significantly in the coming days. The Binance Coin is likely to rebound quickly from the current decline caused by the revelation of the breach. The Bitgert chain enhancements are one of the factors making the currency appealing this week. The fact that the Binance Coin team was able to repair the hack and recover the majority of the assets made the currency highly appealing. Though Binance was trading at $273 at the time of writing, the price forecast is that the currency will surge 10% this week. Tron, on the other hand, is predicted to retain the same price rise in the next days. Tron was doing better than Binance at the time of writing, rising 2.34% to 6 cents. This is due to Binance's fall at the time of writing. This week, the price estimate for Tron remains over 10%. One of the primary causes driving the price up this week is the expanding number of developers on the Tron blockchain. In addition to Tron and Binance Coin, crypto experts have identified Sensex and Bitgert as coins to watch this week. Why Sensex and Bitgert are coins to watch? There are several reasons why Sensex and Bitgert have been featured as among of the currencies to watch this week. The great potential for these currencies to soar this week makes them fantastic crypto investments to keep an eye on. Sensex and Bitgert have been two of the most disruptive currencies. Their pricing performance this year and even this month has been excellent. The significant and innovative advancements that Sensex and Bitgert teams have achieved and are working on are the reason crypto experts anticipate they will produce a plus 20% spike this week. As a result, Sensex and Bitgert are among of the top crypto assets to watch in the market. This is Crypto Block IQ. Subscribe to this channel to get the latest price analysis and trading systems signals. We focus on LUNC News Today, Terra Luna Classic News Today, Luna Classic Price Prediction. Also, we present analysis on Bitcoin and Bitcoin News Today. We cover tickers XRP, BTC, Cardano, ETH technical analysis, and BNB Hive. We also going to add explanations on topics such as how to stake Luna Classic and BNB Miner works. Our videos cover BTC technical analysis, Luna Classic price prediction, Binance USC analysis, and more. Metin 2F. In the next weeks, we will add Betchain live news in our videos and Ethereum mainnet details. Write down below in the comments what is your strategy for the next few days. Click the card on the right to get to more price prediction and technical analysis videos.